How we doing, people? Welcome back to Jimmy Case TV and a Case for the Blues. We are doing the Club World Cup Chronicles Ep.1, Chelsea 2, Los Angeles FC 0. And before we get started, if you could leave a like on the video, trust me, it does go a long way. And if you're new to the channel and you're just tuning in, please hit the subscribe button and help the channel grow. It would be much appreciated. So yes, Chelsea get off to a good start in the Club World Cup with a 2-0 win over Los Angeles FC. If I'm being honest, a very pretty boring game if I have to summarize it all. But we put out a strong starting lineup. I think that was the correct thing to do. We wanted to start strong, just get our foot in the door, get the 3 points and move on. First game is very important in the competition. So Enzo Maresca, I think, done the right thing with starting a strong squad. He went with Sanchez in goal, Cucurella at left back, Tosin and Cole centre backs, Reece James at right back, Caicedo and Lavia in the centre midfield, Madueke, Palmer, Neto, and Jackson up top. Now, that's nothing I didn't expect, although I did tweet that Delap was starting before the game because I got sucked into some predicted lineup that I thought was the real one. My apologies. But I didn't really expect anything different. I didn't think this would be a game where Enzo Maresca comes out and starts chopping and changing and putting a load of different players in that he hasn't played before. So I understood the lineup because the first game, as I said, is a very important one. But yeah, like I say, that first half was pretty boring. There's not really much action in it, not really much to talk about other than what a chance from Noni Madueke on the left-hand side, which he hit straight at the goalkeeper. That was Hugo Lloris. And obviously there was another player that we know, Olivier Giroud, playing for them. And then other than that, it was the goal from Pedro Neto, which was a good through ball from Jackson, who I thought actually done well in the first half. I thought he had a good game. I thought his hold-up play was good. I thought he done well when he had the ball. There was a couple of moments where he had a loose pass, but other than that, I thought he had a good game. But Pedro Neto, the ball's played through to Pedro Neto. He's absolutely chopped the guy like crazy. That guy is still sliding. And then he smashed it into the near post. That's 1-0 to Chelsea. But other than that, there wasn't really anything else to say about that first half. It was, pretty underwhelming. And we go into the half pretty underwhelming. Well, I went into that half. When that half was finished, I felt underwhelmed. I felt like we wasn't really creating any opportunities. Felt like we was trying to hit the long ball at the back post for Cucurella to be on the end of it. Our top goal scorer 2025. Sorry, I got hiccups again. And I just didn't really see much from us. Our wide players weren't having much, weren't really doing much, weren't really, even Neto, I didn't think he'd done anything other than get the goal. Even after the goal, I didn't think he'd done anything all game. I thought Lavia was doing the right passing through the lines. There was a couple of times I saw Caicedo get dribbled past by that Tillman guy. He looked good on their team. Had some nifty feet, but you know what? Caicedo always makes up for it for how much ground he covers and all of his interceptions, etc. But to be fair, that first half was very, very boring. And then we go into the second half. Maresca makes a couple of changes. He brings on Gusto and Enzo Fernandez for James and Lavia, which is a good decision because obviously we don't want to overplay these players. They've had a long season. And again, second half, not really much happening. There's not really. To be fair, I'll give it to them. The second half, we did try a lot more. We did open ourselves up a little more, and LA gave it a little bit more of a chance. They brought on the 19-year-old who was out on the wing. He did Cucurella at one point and nearly scored. He shot wide, and Sanchez was nowhere near the near post. If he had shot near post, that might have been a goal. But yeah, other than the 2 goals that we had today, that's really the only talking points we had. The second goal comes from a lovely run from Delap, who came on for Jackson. He made a couple of good runs, and Palmer found him. He crossed the ball in, and Enzo, being Enzo with his box crashing at the moment, bang, goal. 2-0, and that put the game to bed, really. I didn't really see anything from LA where I thought, you know what, they were going to threaten us, although they did have 2 good chances, which Sanchez stepped up and saved. So fair play to him. We've got to give him credit where credit is due. So, both of them chances coming from the right-hand side. In my opinion, Gusto has just carried on how he left off in that Europa Conference League final, because I thought he'd come on and had an absolute stinker. The first chance comes from him being too high up the pitch and Neto's being forced to defend, and he's just not strong enough. And then the second chance comes from him misjudging a header, and the ball's gone over his head and he can't recover. And luckily we pull off the Sanchez pulls off another save. So I don't think he come on and done well. Didn't do himself any justice, especially when he needed a performance after that Conference League game. I didn't think he done anything to, prove himself after that game. I thought he didn't do. I thought he was shit. If you want my honest opinion, I thought Delap come on, he done all right. Obviously, he got the assist. He made some good runs. Other than that, a Pedro Neto shot from far out that just went wide. There wasn't really much, to be fair. I'll be honest with you. It was a really dull game. We brought on 83 minutes, Caicedo and Palmer come off, and we bring on Nkunku and Asugu. Asugu there was a chance at the end there where he could have passed it across goal. I don't know what he done. He done a little flick straight into Loris's hands. But yeah, it was, not very many talking points. I mean, you could argue that Caicedo and Palmer probably played too long. 83 minutes is quite a long time to play, especially when we've got all these players on the bench that we can bring on. I've seen online a couple of people are moaning at the fact that we've brought on Nkunku, which I kind of understand, because if we are getting rid of this player and we're not bringing on Andre Santos, who everybody wants to see play, it doesn't kind of make sense. But you know what? I'm hoping, and I did say this on my live stream, if you did tune in, thank you if you did tune in, that we can revitalize Nkunku, because he is a good player. There's definitely a player in him. And if we can revitalize him and we do hold on to him and we can get something out of him this season, I'll be happy with that. So, it's one of them ones we won't find out till later whether he's going or not. So I can get why people are moaning about that. I mean, I did want to see Andre Santos. I did want to see him. He was on the bench today, so I did want to see him. But anyway, I want to wrap this up and get this done quite quickly, because I've had a very busy day today. I've had a very busy weekend. I haven't been able to get my weekly transfer roundup out. I'll probably have to end up doing that tomorrow. I just want to go through the team and how I thought they played. Struggling, I'll be honest with you, to pick a man of the match. I don't think there was a standout player. There were some names that I mentioned on the live stream. I said Jackson had a good game. I thought Levi Cole had a good game. I thought Rob Sanchez had a good game. I thought Tosin had a good game. They didn't really have to do much, but when they did, and they were called upon, they did. I thought Caicedo done okay. There was a few moments where I thought he's looking a little bit tired out there, but he ended up playing 83 minutes. Cucurella's Cucurella. He's just consistent all round, although he did get done that one time from the 19-year-old. So I'm just going to have to go with what Flash score rating him at the moment, and now see if I agree with it. I mean, Sanchez got a 7.4. I agree with that. Cucurella got a 6.7, maybe because he's got a yellow card. That ref, by the way, giving out yellow cards. I mean, we've got 3 yellow cards today. It's just pathetic. Didn't give any of their players a yellow card. It's just whatever. Colwell got a 6.8. Not sure what warrants that compared to all the other ratings. He could have got a 7, in my opinion. Adebayo got 7.5. I'm getting good at saying that now. He got a 7.5. I thought he was good. I thought when he was called upon, done his job. Reece James got a 7.8. Again, another good performance from Reece James. I can't knock anything he done, really. He's very good with them diag passes he puts out are just ridiculous sometimes. Caicedo 7.7. Yep, I agree with that. Thought he had a good game. Lavia got a 6.9. Okay. I thought he was doing well. He's very good at getting the ball through the lines, and I love the way that he plays. He's very he kind of glides in that midfield. It sounds weird, and then he'll find the pass, and then he's there. He's good to watch. I like the way he plays, and I think he's very finding that pass when we need it. There was a few times he was trying to pass straight bang direct into Nicholas Jackson, and I like that. I don't mind that. He got a 6.9. I'll probably agree with that if I'm honest with you. Palmer got a 6.9. I didn't really think Palmer done anything today. Second half, he come to life a little bit more than the first. He started off quite, active, and then he kind of faded out a little bit. Second half, I thought he was more of himself. He was taking players on. He was dropping the shoulder. He was getting into good positions. He played the lovely pass into Delap, who crossed the ball in. And you need players like that. We're going to need players like Palmer who can see that, who has that little bit of vision, who's going to see that run that Delap's making. So maybe there's a little bit of obviously they've played with each other before, but maybe there's a little bit of cohesion going on there between them two, because it was a lovely run from Delap, and he made that run twice, and he got found twice. So Madueke got a 7.4. I disagree with that. I actually thought Madueke had a poor game today. He couldn't seem to trap anything. I thought his shot was tame. Should be shooting a cross goal, shot straight at the goalkeeper. I don't necessarily think he had a good game. I don't think he really affected the game in any way. The same with Neto. Neto got an 8.1, but I wouldn't rate him that highly because other than the goal, although the goal was good, the chop was amazing, and he done something, I wasn't expecting at the time. I actually thought he had a poor game as well. I don't think he was taking on his player enough. He was going backwards too much. He was getting caught enough. Defensively, did okay, but there was one opportunity where he was too weak, and that could have led to a goal. I just, again, these two wide players, I just don't think we're getting enough out of them, which is a little bit disappointing, to be fair. I mean, Tyreek George come on as well. I don't really think he had any impact on the game. Nicholas Jackson, they've got here as man of the match as an 8.4, which kind of get. I thought he had a good game. I don't think he done anything wrong for us to be sitting here saying, he had a bad game, or but at the same time, I don't think he'd done much to say that he had an amazing game. Obviously, he plays the ball in for Neto for the goal, which was good, so he gets an assist. But then again, Delap comes on and he gets an assist. Delap got a 7.6 for the amount of time that he was on. He was only on for, what was it, 36 minutes, something like that. It might have been 26 minutes. 26 minutes he was on for. So a 7.6 rating in that amount of time was quite good. I thought he made some good runs. Obviously, the cross for Enzo Fernandez is brilliant. As I said, Tyree George didn't really do anything. Gusto got a 7. Now, I don't know how he got a 7, because I thought he stunk the place out. He come on, and I just thought okay, there was a few moments where the link-up play was nice. We started to play a decent amount of football in there. The passing was good. I just thought defensively, he was all over the place. Enzo Fernandez comes on, gets a 7.7 in the amount of time that he was on. I thought he had a good game as well when he come on, a good off. But other than that, again, the overall performance, if we're going to win this competition, we've got to be a lot better than that. And that's the truth. We've got to be a lot better than that. We've got to create more. We've got to be a bit more fluid, a little bit more of an idea of what we're trying to do. Obviously, we know we're trying to score, but it just didn't feel smooth today. It felt like we were just, I mean, credit to LA as well. They defended well at times. They stopped us at times. So I don't know. It's one of them games where I just feel a little, well, I've said it enough times in this video, underwhelmed. Underwhelmed is how I feel overall. I just feel like we need to be better than that, especially if you see teams like Bayern Munich. Obviously, they've played someone completely different to us, but they're smashing them 10-0, coming out and really making a statement. We'll see Man City play on Wednesday, I think they play. They've got some Moroccan team, but you'll see them come out. They'll win 3 or 4-0, And okay, it was 2-0. We didn't concede. You got to take the positives. Delap come on, and I thought he performed well. Esugu come on, and I actually thought he played well as well. Maybe in the next game is Flamengo, so I'm expecting that to be a lot different. The South American teams can be a handful. They know how to play football, so I think that one's going to be a bit of a tougher challenge. But it would be nice to see some of those new signings and the ones coming back from loan get a shot in them games. Maybe not the next game. Maybe not, because I do actually think they're going to be a tougher opposition than who we played today. But certainly in that final game, I don't even know who they're called. I've never really heard of them. Let me get them up. Esperance Tunis. Who are they? Let me click on them. Tunisian team. So, I mean, their stadium's a 60,000 seater stadium, to be fair. That's quite a big stadium. And they finished top of their league. But I'm expecting us to roll through them, So maybe that's the game where we come through and we start playing some of those players. Oh, well, let's see what Enzo Maresca's got. But overall, happy that we got the 3 points. That's what we needed. First game for the Club World Cup in the new format. That's what we wanted. Start strong, and move on from there. So roll on Flamengo. I won't be doing a live stream for that because I'm at a wedding that day. My brother's getting married, so I won't be able to do a live stream that day. But I will be there for next Wednesday against Esperance Tunis. And check out my weekly transfer roundup video that I should be getting out hopefully tomorrow. A little bit late on that, but I've just been so busy. So you know what? Leave a like on the video because, like I said, it does go a long way. And if you're new to the channel and you are tuning in, hit that subscribe button and help my channel grow because it gives me a little buzz seeing those little subscribers go up. And slowly but surely, we are getting there. It is getting bigger. So I know I'm on only 118 subs, but let's try and get up to 130 if anything, because yeah, it's a little hobby and I'm buzzing for it. So catch you on the next one. Appreciate it.